Hello again, it's me, Mrs. Clark, and today I'm just going to show you some examples of some oil pastel drawings because we are looking at Georgia O'Keeffe and I've been looking at how to draw shells using oil pastel. As you can see in front of you, we have some shells that have got the oil pastel already used here, and I've tried to look at the real shells, for example here, and try and use all of my oil pastels to show that, and also use a little bit of colour and be a little bit more exciting with them. So as usual, you will have a range of pastels. Okay, you've got some different colours there. Remember, you can use different tones of pastels, so don't just use the colours that you see on your shell. You can actually use other colours, and of course you might not be doing shells, you might be doing other objects, natural forms that we're studying, so it could be feathers, leaves, flowers, and just remember when you're using your pastels, if you haven't used them before, that the trick is really to sort of use them and press quite hard so that you can layer up. And you don't want to layer too many colours up altogether because they do tend to go a bit grey after a while if you put too many on, but actually don't be scared to use a variety of colours and sort of blend them in together, and you will find that you'll be getting sort of different ranges. Now remember, we looked at sgraffito, which was a separate technique. However, you can use that as part of this with your oil pastel because you can actually scratch in, you can use your fingernail, you can use something sharp, and you can actually get some textures in there. So your project was to keep adding colours, pastels, looking at natural forms and really going close up and looking very carefully at the objects you've got in front of you. As you can see at the ones that I've already done, I've tried to use also not just browns and whites, I've tried to use blues, dark blue here for the shadow, so we're not just looking at the shells themselves and trying to make them look three-dimensional, we're also looking at the shadow of the ground, so where are they actually sitting, and you can see we've got some shadows under here, and using a dark blue is actually the best way with a bit of brown for showing some of those shadows. Don't forget, you can also go in the opposite direction with highlighting, so to make something look like it is three-dimensional you can use white to kind of highlight different areas. Now because I'm working on coloured paper, I find it's easier to start drawing in white pastel first, or a light colour, and then you can start to develop your shapes. Like I say, don't be scared of blending shapes, colours together to get that three-dimensional shape, but just try not to do more than 2 or 3 colours altogether, because otherwise it does tend to go this horrible murky sort of grey-black colour. So have a go, enjoy playing around. Again, the fun thing about oil pastels is you can be much brighter and exaggerate your colours. You don't have to play safe, you can really go for it, really make the darks darks and the lights lights. Okay, so try that at home. It is also worth using a nice coloured paper, like a sugar paper, as your background. Okay, enjoy.